So, but before we get started for the reminder, I just want to remind ourselves, in Ramadan, I know we have been reading a lot of Quran. Let us continue and be friends with the Quran. As we mentioned, even if you make a habit, every Fajr, you read one page of the Quran and read the translation in French, in English, in Spanish, whatever. Because it's like Allah talking to you. And anytime you go out, they say nothing is new under the sun. Where everything you see is in the Quran. Amazing. You see, if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talk about in Surah Al-Baqarah, about the Jew and then the pillar of Islam, Ali Imran, he talk about the Christian, right? And then he said, Ya Al al-Kitab. In Surah Al-Nisa, Allah talk about the Muslim, the community. And this starts with what? The family. You get wife, you get children, and then after that you die, right? And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala say, when you're dead, when you die, what you left over, who is going to get what? So before you get born, before you were born and get money, Allah already divided when you die, who's going to get what? And then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala start now talking about do and don'ts. And it's amazing, at the end of this surah, it's like the end of the most of do and don't in Islam, in Surah Al-An'am. Because in Surah Al-Ma'idah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala now talk about what? Everybody. The Jew, the Christian, the believers. Look, this is my last message. My last message to you. That's why Aisha radiallahu anha, she said, every ayah that you see in Surah Al-Ma'idah, there is no any other ayah that come and replace it. You see, like in Surah Al-Baqarah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, they are asking, وَيَسْأَلُونَكَ عَنِ الْخَمْرِ وَالْمَيْسِرِ. They are asking you about the alcohol. Allah said, in it there is good and benefits and bad. And Surah Al-Nisa, they say, لَا تَقْرَبُوا صَلَاةَ وَأَنْتُمْ سُكَارَى. Don't come close to the prayer when you are drunk. By Surah Al-Ma'idah, ayah 90, what Allah said, إِنَّمَا الْخَمْرُ وَالْمَيْسِرُ become haram completely. So, and then Surah Al-An'am, which is literally called the cattle, the animals. Allah is telling you which food, which animal can you slaughter and eat? Because people start doing what? Shirk about, you can say Samaniyat al-Azwa, Ibil, what? Allah is talking about do and don't. But because of the time, this surah, Surah Al-An'am, is amazing. At-Tabarani, rahimahullah ta'ala, he reported that Ibn Abbas, radiallahu anhuma, he said, Surah Al-An'am was revealed overnight. From the beginning till the end, the whole ayah was sent down. 70,000 angels follow the angel Jibril, glorifying the name of Allah and raising their voices to tell you how important the Surah Al-An'am. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the blessing of what? Reciting and listening to this Surah Al-An'am. But today I want to talk about something Araf. Amazing. Araf is too beautiful. What is Araf? Araf literally is a plural of Araf, Urf, which means anytime you see a space that is elevated and high, who are they? Imam al-Tabari, in his tafsir, mentioned that Huzaifa radiallahu anhu said, those people who are in that mountain are those who their good deed and bad deed are equal. You know, when you go, you come in the day of judgment, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to put a scale, right? See, Allah talking about Mawazin. They put their good deed, bad deed is equal. So where will they go? It's two houses, the day of judgment. May Allah give a Jannah. So there is Jannah, and then there is what? There is hell. So these people, they are what? They are in the middle. So that's what Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said in this surah, the Imam are going to be reading, and ayah 46 or 47, Allah said, بَيْنَهُمَا hijab. Between the hell and the floor, there is a hijab. وَعَلَى الْأَعْرَافِ رِجَالٌ يَعْرِفُونَهُمْ كُلُّ بِسِيمَاهُمْ وَنَادَى أَصْحَابُ الْجَنَّةِ سَلَامٌ عَلَيْكُمْ لَمْ يَدْخُلُوهَا هُمْ يَخْفُونَ. Because they are in the middle, they are facing people of Jannah. They say, oh, people of Jannah, Salamun alaykum. Lam yadkhuluha. They are not in Jannah. Because They are in the border because their good deed is equal. وَإِذَا صُرِفَتْ أَبْصَارُهُمْ When they turn, you see, Allah used, you see, Quran is amazing, brothers. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to talk about the people, because they're in the middle, they are looking at people that Jannah, may Allah give a Jannah. But people of the hell, they don't want them to turn. When Allah said, وَإِذَا صُرِفَتْ أَبْصَارُهُمْ They are afraid. They are asking Allah, oh Allah, don't make us to be among those people. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us to just be first class in Jannah to Firdaus. Some ulama said, people of Araf are those who went to jihad fi sabilillah without the permission of their parents. To tell you how obeying to your parents is very important. They went to the path of Allah without the permission. They didn't ask their parents. They didn't agree. Oh, daddy, oh, man, I'm going for jihad. They went to jihad. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to tell them about the value of what? Obeying your parents. And this reminds me about one of the tabi'in. It's amazing. Huwais al-Qarni from Yemen. He lived at the time of the Prophet Muhammad. Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. The only thing that prevented him to become a companion, you see, to become the companion of the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, you need to believe in him, you need to meet him, right? When you meet the Prophet one time, you become a companion. He lived at the same time. And the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, he told, you know the value of being a companion of the Prophet? It's very high. The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam said, there is a man in Yemen called Huwais al-Qarni. Ya Umar, if you see him, ask him to make dua for you. Bro, isn't that amazing? The Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam telling his companion, there is a man called Huwais al-Qarni. He's in Yemen. He's not compared because he didn't see the Prophet. But the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wa sallam told them there is a man called Huwais al-Qarni. When you see him, asking him to make dua for you. To make the story short, Umar met him. The only thing that prevented him to become the companion, because he was taking care of his mother. Brothers, look. But because of that taking care of his mother, the Prophet ﷺ told his companion, thou have with him, ask him to make dua for you. Brothers, if those are people of Araf, they are going to be there. Be it because their good deed and bad deed are equal. It means that for man ya'mal mithqala dharratin khayran yara. Don't anything. The Prophet ﷺ said, if you see your brother or sister in Islam, you smiling is the sadaqah. He says, sallallahu alayhi wa sallam, if you can protect yourself from the hellfire by giving half of what? The date. You see, one date, you give me one date to break my fast. You see, we don't even consider that. Half. See, do it. Because can you imagine when it's equal? If they put that date or that smile that you just give to your brother, where are you going? Jannah. Or you just taking 5 minutes. Subhanallah wa bihamdi. Subhanallah al-azim. He said, oh, cursing. That's one Allah. It's gone. But at the end, the ulama said, because of the mercy of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is going to tell the people of Arab, go to Jannah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to give us Jannah. But in this surah also Arab, brothers, as the Imam just started reading, Allah talk, don't follow shaitan. Ya bani Adam, la taftihanna. Don't let shaitan, because shaitan get at what? Our grandfather and grandmother, Adam. So after Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala talks to them, as the Imam is going to read, Rabbana, Zalamna, right? They are going to be heard right now. Oh, Allah forgive us. Allah forgive them. But now Allah said, look, Adam and Hawa, I forgive them. They are going where? Jannah. But you, Shaitan say, is going to follow us where? From the left, from the right, from the front, from the back. You see, but I didn't talk from what? Because who's there? Allah. So that's why when you hold tight, you won't go astray. That's why Allah says, Alam ahadi ilaykum ya bani Adam alla ta'budu shaitan innahu lakum aduwwun mubin wa laqad adalla minkum jibilan kathira afalam takunu dhakirin. You can disagree with your brother or sister, but they are not your enemy. Our true enemy is who? Shaitan. Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forgive us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us Jannat al-Firdaus. Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make that when we die, we go to the day of judgment. We are just behind the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because he's the one who's going. The door of Jannah won't get open except by him. You know them, right? You see, we are the last to come, but inshallah we're going to be the first one to enter Jannah. Allahu Akbar. May Allah give us Jannah. And inshallah tomorrow, if you are alive, we are going to talk about something about what? Qiyamah. Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to bless all of us. May Allah give us Jannah. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين.